Good morning. My name is Jose Andres Ortiz del Real. Ortiz is spelled O-R-T-I-Z. I was born in Torreón, Coahuila, in Mexico. The thing that I like the most is that my city is very calm and everything is close to each other. Plus, there are many good restaurants and almost everyone knows each other. I work as a quality manager in a car company. I make sure that every piece from the production follows the desired specifications so that our client has a better experience. I always like to do things the way they have to be done. I have a high sense of responsibility, so this job helps me reinforce that value. Since I am the quality manager for the local company, I need to make sure to report to other companies that we are following the right process. One of the companies that I have to report is from the United States, so English is very useful to communicate with them, and it has helped me a lot in the past years. Question 1. This is the latest version of the plan. Question 2. These are the minutes of the last committee meeting. Question 3. Sales have risen faster than expected over the last quarter. Question 4. I will give you a summary of the figures at the end of my talk. Question 5. Mr. Bond apologizes for not being able to attend the reception. Question 6. Permission to develop the land must be gained in advance. Question 7. Dr. Clark would like you to phone her back before 3 o'clock. Question 8. The design should follow the guidelines set out in the tender specifications. My idea of the perfect office will be having an office that has a lot of space for me to put things. Of course, my computer needs to fit in. Maybe have some cabinets to have all of my documents there, since I imagine I will be using a lot. I will really enjoy having a window so that I can see the outside. It feels a little claustrophobic not knowing what's out there and just being consumed by all the work. I actually enjoy offices that have window doors. I mean, like transparent, which do not work, like see-through doors. I really enjoy them, and I feel it gives me a sense of freedom in a sense. Also, uh, the office, I would really like to have some of my own personal stuff in my desk. Maybe have a trophy or any recognition that I have won in the last years. Um, of course, a desk that where I'm going to work all day, and it has to be also one that I like. And I think that some of the facilities the office will have is, well, of course, have a printer, somewhere where I can make copies of my documents, a computer. It would be very cool also if it had like a coffee machine, since I really like coffee. And well, yeah, I think that would be the idea of my perfect office. I am going to go over the Pepco exports from 2005 to 2007. In the year 2005, 75% of our exports went to Japan, 15% went to Canada, and 10% went to Brazil. In that, for the next year, that changed. The exportations to Japan decreased by 20%. Canada stayed the same, and Brazil exportations increased by 20%. From 2006 to 2007, Japan exportations decreased even more by 5%, so it was 50% at the end. Uh, Brazil exportation decreased by 5%, so from 30% to 25%. And Canada actually increased. Canada exportation increased from 50% to 25%, so it was with a margin of 10%. That's for the last year. Business conferences have to be professional, so for a location I will recommend a place where there is almost no noise, a place where we can concentrate and the things can stay private. So maybe an office in the same company in which we are working right now. In terms of equipment, well, of course, have at least one computer. Maybe if someone is going to present something, have a projector. Those are always very useful to present graphs or any extra information that we need to know. Um, of course, have a room with a lot of light, chairs, everyone, so that everyone can be comfortable. As for catering facilities, we can have maybe hire 2 or 3 waiters and have them deliver food to us. If maybe the conference is going to be very long, so that will be very good for the guests. As for conference speakers, I would really recommend having at least 1 or 2 that know the topic really well. I would like to have one on tips and preparations for actually a business conference, and another speaker can be just related to our area of business. Of course, they have to be related to what we're trying to implement in the company. And yeah, as for the length of the conference, I will say not too long. People might get bored or tired after being there all day, so maybe 1 to 2 hours. And after that, we can have the people just talk with each other and get information from other people, from their experiences. So yeah, 1 or 2 hours, and I think that all of that will add up to a great conference.